Hey guys, and welcome back to the Jerry Rescue channel. Now, it's been 10 months since my last upload, and I thought, I'm just thinking to myself, got nothing better to do, why not record a YouTube video? I hope this actually gets published. Now, those that don't see me on a day-to-day basis won't know I've actually really gotten into doing magic, and I thought, why not do a magic trick on here? And this is my favourite one. I've literally just done it, but it's a banger. It's a story magic trick, and it's called 673 King Street. Let's get into it. So, like any magic trick, you've got to mix up the deck to start with. But this trick is all about mixing up the deck into the correct order, which is a big skill. And we'll do then one last fancy cut, which is just like this, and we're ready to go. So, the other day, I was in Vegas, and I met these two redheads, and they were with two brunettes, and I went up to them and said, "Hey, I'm Jack. Nice to meet you." I asked them if they if they knew each other. They said yeah, and we just had a really nice conversation. And the conversation eventually got onto what they were doing that night. I said, "What are you doing?" They said, "Oh, we're going to a poker game." I was like, "Oh, brilliant! I love poker." They said, "Do you want to come?" I said, "Absolutely. Where at?" They said, 673 King Street. I was like, "Brilliant. 673 King Street." And they said, "Oh, but yeah, by the way, it'll cost you $25. I said, $25? They said, yeah. And I was like, that's no problem. So, at this point, I got a call. And I said, "Hey, it's Jack. Who's this?" He said, "Hey, it's Bob. Just wondering what you're doing tonight." I said, "Oh, I'm going to a poker game at 700 and something King Street." And all I could hear at this point were the girls shouting at me saying, no, there we go, it's 673 King Street. And I was like, "Oh, sorry Bob, did you get that? It's 673 King Street." And they were like, and he was like, "Yeah, that should be no problem. Can I come?" The girls were like, I went to the girls, they're like, can I bring a friend?" They're like, "Absolutely, that's no problem." I said, "Brilliant." I went back to Bob and said, "Hey Bob, by the way, that'll cost you $25. He's like, "Oh, but mate, I've only got 10. I was like, "Bob, don't worry, I can, but Bob, I've known you for a long time, don't mess me about." He's like, "Fine, I've got 40, but if you can give me change when we get there, that'll be brilliant." I was like, "Bob, no problem." So we get to the poker club on 673 King Street, and they go to me and they say, "Hey Jack, do you want a deal?" I was like, "Absolutely mate, that should be no problem." But of course they didn't trust me, so they gave the deck a cut, and they gave the deck another cut, and just to be sure, they gave the deck a really perfect cut like this. So, the first guy, I thought I'd make the game interesting, so I gave him 2 4s and 3 8s, which is a full house. But then the second guy, I saw him put extra money in, so I was like, "Oh, well, I'll let him beat him." So I gave him 4 9s. Oh, 4 9s. Oh, he was like, "Yes." And he was nearly going for the money. I was like, and then actually what happened is Bob was the next person I dealt to him. Obviously, Bob being my mate, I still had his 40, I still had 20 of his dollars. And he was like, I went to him and whispered to him, I said, "Mate, if you let me keep your $40, I'll do you a really good hand." And so he's like, "Fine." So I gave him an 8 and 4 aces. At this point, Bob's thinking he's won. He's going, grabbing the money. He said, Jack, it's not even worth you turning over your hand. I said, you got to be joking me, mate. Are you joking me? They were like, Jack, how can you possibly have a better hand? And that was the moment I showed them my straight flush. There you have it. It's a short, very short YouTube video today. I thought short and sweet. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you would like to see more magic tricks, then please comment down below what you'd like to see. And if you would like to learn how to do it, 50 likes and I'll teach you. So, cheers.